So we're going to go back to October 13th for the workout today. You're going to need a couple medium weights, a mini band, and then if you've got a sturdy bench or chair, that would help out a lot. Chair would be okay today. We're going to start off with 2 rounds of your dynamic warm-up. We'll take it down to the floor, starting off with cat camel. Let me get this queued up and then we'll get going. So cat camel will be your first 30 seconds, and then we'll go into a fire hydrant. So starting off, hands and knees, palms under the shoulders, just rounding the back out, keeping the knees about hip distance apart, pulling the belly button in as you lift your chin up and your chest up here. Spend 30 seconds there. Then we're going to go fire hydrants, so getting those hips open. You can go external rotation, come back to internal rotation, 30 seconds on each side. After that, we're going to cross the ankles, one ankle over the other, piking up for a pike, and then you can come back down. You can put your knees down if you want, or you can keep those knees hovered over, just nice and easy, 30 seconds on each side. After that, we'll stand up. You've got a minute to a lateral shift to punch. So shift the weight, push the hips back, and then we'll finish off with 30 seconds on butt kicks. You can use your arms here. Your option, of course, is to march in place, but bring the heels up as you go. You got 4 minutes to warm it up, starting off with your cat, cow, cat, camel. Is there, I don't know. I don't think there's a difference. Anyway, we'll get it started. Take it nice and easy, rounding the back out. You guys can get started in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. So tucking that chin in. Another 15 seconds here. All right, so go back to your hands and knees and start fire hydrant on one side. Taking that knee out, extend it. Pull it all the way back in. Halfway. And let's switch legs in 3, 2, and 1. Switch legs. You got 10 seconds here, guys. Come back to hands and knees. Cross one ankle over the other. Dynamic ankle mobilization. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Hiking those hips up, keeping that ankle crossed over the other. Ten more seconds. Go ahead and switch ankles in 3, 2, and 1. Switch ankles, guys. Another 10 seconds. And we're going to stand up in 3, 2, and 1. Take it to that lateral shift to punch. Feet are wide, toes are pointed forward. Push those hips back. Feel that stretch in those hamstrings. And we're going to keep going, guys, for another 30 seconds here. Another 30 seconds here. All right, 10 seconds, and we're going butt kicks. to finish it off. 3, 2, 1. Butt kicks, guys. Let's get that heart rate up here to finish off your warm-up. You got 15 seconds. Those arms going. In 3, 2, and 1. Take a break. You guys can keep kind of jogging in place if you just joined us. We're going to start off 6 minutes of work. Now, if you have a mini band, you can put it on while I'm doing this demo. I'm not going to put mine on because you can still do this block without a mini band. You're going to start off mid-band position. So you want that band right below your knee. You got a mid-band plank alternating toe tap. So from the high plank position, set your stance. You're going to bring that foot out and back to center. Now, if you have a band on, you're not going to go as wide. Okay. You're just going to come outside of hip distance. And then when you come back to your starting position, your feet should be wide enough to where there's tension on your mini band. Okay. You got 12 total there. You could also do this from the forearms if you need to. You'll then flip it over. You're going to take one of your medium weights, putting your heels right beneath your knees, still keeping that mini band below the knee. We're going to come up and then come back down with the hip bridge. All right. So pushing through the whole foot, hips come up and come back down. You can work a little tempo here where you drive up, hold it for 1, and then slowly recover back down. Your last exercise is going to be a mid-band hip bridge with a walk. So from the hip bridge position, we're going to walk the heels out, keeping the toes up, and then we're going to walk the feet back. Now, I just stepped out with my right foot first. So my second rep, I'm going to step out with my left foot first. Heels stay up and walk back in. Now, as an option, you can just shorten your range of motion or keep your feet flat on the floor. Everything's going to be 12 total. You got 6 minutes. You should be able to get through probably 3 rounds here, okay? If you guys need anything else, let me know, but we'll go ahead and get started. With or without your band, we're working. Here we go, guys. In 3, 2, and 1. Hip bridge, toe tap, or excuse me, plank toe tap. Keep those abs in. And work with control. So maintain control here as you step those feet out. Working the outside of your hips here. Nice, Christine. Using a little tempo on that hip bridge, team. When you drive those hips up, squeeze those glutes. Give them a good tight squeeze and then come down slowly with control. Good job on the bridge walk. So the trick with the bridge walk, guys, is to keep the hips elevated. Draw the belly button in to lift the hips. And then you're back to your high plank toe tap. And you can also do that from the low plank position if you want the challenge. All right, everybody, we are in the second half of this block. Most of you guys are moving on into your second round. Be able to finish 2 rounds at minimum here. Way to readjust those mini bands, guys. You want nice and flat. All right, guys, you got a minute to go here. Nice, Stephanie. Really good tempos here, guys. Nobody's rushing through. Working with control all the way through. 30 seconds to go here. Last couple reps, team, finish them up. 2 more if you got them, 2 more reps if you got them, and then you can put those mini bands aside. You are not going to need it again for today. Nice job on that block. Block number 2 is going to be 10 minutes long. You're going to get some splat points here. These blocks are a little bit longer. You're going to be working at your own pace. This is where you're going to use your bench, step, or chair if you've got it. If you don't, I've got an option for you. You're also going to need your medium weights on this block. So the workout calls for a lateral step up with power. So stepping laterally up onto your bench and then driving the knee up. Your option is to just step up and drive, but you are looking for an explosion off that bench when you step up. Make sure you step all the way down each time. So you're going to step up and come all the way up and then step down. You got 8 on one side, 8 on the other. If you do not have a bench that's going to work for you, we're still going to work laterally and then come into a little hop here. So step and then drive. You'll do 8 on each side, option no jump. Second exercise, you got skier swings. You're working a hip hinge here, friends. So hip hinge, weights come to about shoulder height. That's it. You want to think hinge versus squat. Okay. So hinge more, squat less. You're going to work your hamstrings and glutes more than your quads. You'll feel your quads a little bit, but you want to focus on the hamstrings on that exercise. Option, go lighter. Third exercise, you've got speed skaters. Work a good explosion to the side and then stick the landing. Okay, you got 16 total there. Last exercise, 1.5 jump squat. So you want to bounce it and explode. Your option is to pulse it and come up to the calf raise. Okay. You got 10 minutes. I think the 615 group got like 4 or 5 rounds. Take your recoveries as you need to. If you feel that your power is diminishing in terms of your explosiveness, then take a breath or 2 or 3, catch your breath, and then be as explosive and powerful as you can on these exercises. If you guys need any other options, let me know, but I think we should be good to go. Starting off with your power, lateral step up to power in 3, 2, and 1. Let's do it. So finish one side. If you're not doing the step up onto the bench, I just want you working one side. So step out, pop it up 8 times on that one leg. And then you'll switch 8 times on the other. Oh, nice, Stephanie. That works perfect. Good job, guys.
You're the one that I've been waiting for. Gotta quit this crying. Nobody's gonna.
All right, 16 ear swings.
Don't open the door. Hard to believe. Gotta have faith in me. Freak out, freak out, freak out. Look at me. Get down, get down, get down. Look at me. Freak out, freak out, freak out. Look at me now. It's all I ever wanted.
Use that leg drive. And your hips and glutes on those skiers.
All I ever wanted was love. I want your stupid love. I want your stupid Now it's time to free me from the chain. I gotta find that peace. Is it too late or could this love protect me from the pain? I'll battle for you.
Good, Christine.
Freak out, freak out, freak out. Look at me.
Good job, Andy.
Get down. Look at me. Freak out. Look at me now. 'Cause all I ever wanted was love. All I ever wanted was love.
All right, some of you starting on round number 2. Lateral step up with power.
All I ever wanted was love. I want your stupid love. I want your stupid I don't need a reason. Not sorry, I want your stupid love. I don't need a reason.
Good job, guys. Use those hips.
Not sorry, I want your stupid
Hips and glutes on those skiers. You got it. You got it. Nice flat backs.
I want your stupid love. I want your stupid love.
1.5 jump squat. You want to pulse at the bottom. And a big jump. Use those arms. Throw them behind you for a little momentum. All right, team. So you are halfway officially. A lot of you guys on round 3. Let's shoot for 4. Finish up this round and get into your next one. Block really your big cardio block today. Take those little recoveries as you need them. Good job, you guys. Keep it up. Keep it up. Take those little breaks, get some energy back, and then use it on these exercises, guys. Big power in this block is what you're looking for. Means you got to get a little recovery in too. Nice speed skaters, ladies. Good job, Laura. 90 seconds, team. Stay committed to the work, team. Stay committed here. Good job, everybody. Stay working. 30 seconds.
Can you feel the groove? Grab somebody, let it go. Ooh, everybody, can you feel the groove? Grab somebody, let it go. Ooh, everybody, grab somebody.
Last reps. Get them in. 3, 2, take a breath. All right, hopefully you guys got a couple splat points or more on that block. Your next block, it's a lot of work, but it's not not a lot of heart rate response. But we are going to work that lower body pretty good here. So we're going to start off with single leg deadlifts. You are going to use a weight. Now you do have the option to go just body weight here. The weight is going to be in the opposite hand of the leg that's going to stay on the floor. So the leg that's going back is the same side as your weight. So start with your shoulders back, belly button in. You're going to hinge at the hip, bringing that leg down. You can just let that weight hang down. So just let that weight come down with you. You don't have to push it to the floor, but you're looking for balance here and control. And you got 10 on each leg. So take your time on that. You can do body weight, like I said, as an option. Your second exercise, we're going to go after the quads. So deadlift's going to go after the hamstring. Coming into a wide sumo stance, we're going to work that elbow to the knee, back to center for a little oblique crunch. You can also keep your hands at your chest, maybe not up as or down as low in that squat, but your goal would be to get into a deep sumo squat. You got 20 total on that one. Third exercise, single leg sit to stand, starting on your bench, shoulders back. Keep one heel down as you drive up to stand. And then you want to think about lowering yourself down with control. Okay, so not falling to the bench. If you don't have a bench that you're able to stand up off of, just try working a single leg squat. So you can either keep that heel down in front, sitting back, and then try to release the heel as you stand up. The thing you want to watch for is your knee should be tracking with like your second and third toe, meaning you don't want your knee over here and your feet over here, okay? So as you come down, just be mindful of where that knee is. You got 10 on each leg there. And then your last exercise is 20 total walking lunges. So I saw someone earlier today, they just walked right out into their hallway and came back. So if you can do that, great. You can break it up. But 20 total forward lunge, being mindful that that knee stays over that front foot, doesn't go past the toe. If you don't have any place to walk, step out into a forward lunge, come back. Step out into a forward lunge, dropping that back knee as you go. See, that knee isn't pushing past the toe, okay? So if your heel's coming up, pretty sure that your knee's going over your toe, which is not what you want. You got 12 minutes. Like I said, it's a lot of work. Take your breaks as you need them. Probably 3 rounds here, if I remember from what the 6:15 got in, but you're just going to keep working until I call time. This is your last block. We got a little stretch and we're done, all right? Single leg deadlift. The arm with the weight is the leg that goes back. Nice, Stephanie. So in terms of where your head is at, guys, on this deadlift, your eyeballs should be down on the floor. Fix your gaze on something about 5 feet in front of you. And then just follow that item as you hinge. Let that weight come down as that foot goes up. A little counterbalance there. Good job, Al. Really good job on those deadlifts, team. Nice, Andy. Good job, guys. Nice job on that sumo squat. As you guys go for that sit to stand, just be mindful that you're not folding your body in half. So you want to keep your chest upright here. You don't want to hinge over. So if that means your range of motion is a little reduced, then that's okay. Going for a little hinge in the hips, but not folding in half. Nice, Christine. Good job, Laura. Good, Stephanie. Nice job. Oh, there goes Al, walking his lunges out. You want 20 total on those walking lunges, however you get them. Nice, Stephanie. Good job on the walking lunges, you guys. All right, so we are halfway through the block. I know a lot of you guys are just now starting your second round. I'll make sure you get through your 2 rounds, so don't worry. Plan on working all the way through one more round of those walking lunges. And some of you will also start round 3, which is fine. I'll give you some time checks so that you're even on those deadlifts. Really good balance, ladies. Nice job. There you go, Al. Squeeze those obliques as you go into that crunch. Love those sumos, ladies, with those oblique crunches. Nice job. A lot of work in this block, team. Take little recoveries if you need them. All right, guys, you got about 2 minutes to go. I know a couple of you guys are still working on those sit to stands. Should be good though, but I'll back up the time if we need to. Find that balance, Al. You got it. Try to find something to just stare hard at on the floor out in front of you. And don't lose focus on that. All right, we got less than a minute to go. You guys moving into round 3. Steph's finishing up her lunges. Keep it going, girl. You got plenty of time here. All right, so last 30. In 3, 2, and 1. You guys finish it up. Last couple reps if you need them here. Nice job today, guys. Lot of work today for sure. We're going to stretch you out real quick. We got about a 4-minute stretch here. So we're going to start off on the floor for Cobra stretch. So you can take it all the way down to the ground, pushing your hips into the floor. We're going to lift the chest up. Keep the glutes relaxed here. Get a good stretch in those hips and lower back. You don't need to go all the way up. If you can only go halfway, that's fine too. Stay as relaxed as you can here. We're going to come down slowly in 3, 2, and 1. Gently bring yourself down. We're first going to go into child's pose. So coming up onto the knees, pushing your butt back to your heels, elongating through your armpits, dropping your chest to the floor. We're going to hold this for another 15 seconds. All right, so I promised the 6:15 this morning that on Friday, I'll get my act together and we'll get into some of the new stuff that they posted for this week. Go ahead and come back up onto your hands and knees. We're going to push those toes into the floor, coming up into a downward dog position. So walk your hands back till those heels drop. When those heels drop, relax your neck and head, and then we're going to pull one heel up and switch sides. So a little walking downward dog here. Getting those calves and hamstrings stretched out. Between your single leg deadlifts, your skier swings, your sit to stand, a lot of lower body today. Come slowly back down onto your knees. We're going to keep a kneeling position, taking 1 foot forward. I want you to tuck those hips under a little bit. And then whatever foot is out front, I want the opposite arm to come up and lean over. So getting a good stretch through that oblique, into that hip. We will be doing boot camp again this weekend. I'm going to send the email out right after I log off with you guys. So Saturday morning, 8:45, 9:55, maybe 11 o'clock if we get enough people signed up. Go ahead and come back to center in 3, 2, and 1. Switch legs. So when you bring that foot forward, then you want to tuck those hips under, reach that arm up and lean it over. Hold this here for another 20 seconds. And we'll go back for a little more hamstring stretch, and then we'll get a figure 4 stretch in too before you guys go. Because remember, we started this workout, seems like so long ago, we started this workout out with mini bands. Go ahead and release it. Coming on back down. Have a seat. Bottom of your foot, inner thigh, sitting up nice and tall, hinging over. Try to keep that shoe pointed straight up ahead to the ceiling, I should say, and get a good stretch in those hamstrings and calves. If you can come all the way to your toe, great. If not, just reach down for where you can. More important thing is that your shoulders are back, so we're not rounded over, but you might want a little stretch like that. That kind of feels good. A little rounded back out. Hold for another 5, 3, 2, and 1. Switch legs. Thank God the wind seems to have died down. It is beautiful out this morning. It's a little chilly, but sun is out waiting for you to go catch some of it. Not right now, maybe a little later today. Getting a little vitamin D. Hold this for another 5, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going to come back to center. You're going to lay back, feet flat on the floor. You're going to pull one ankle over the knee, up top over the knee. Reach through and grab that leg and gently pull that towards your chest. Stay relaxed here. Let that abductor stretch out outside of your hip into your glute. The longer you hold it, you might be able to pull a little bit closer. But remember, this should be a release and not stressful. Okay. So you want to stay relaxed here. We're going to hold it for another 5 seconds. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Go back to both feet flat on the floor. Cross the other ankle over the knee. Reach through and gently pull towards you. We're going to hold it for 20 seconds starting right now. Stay as relaxed as you can. If it hurts, just release that hand and then just let that foot come forward a little bit. Hold it for another 5, 3, 2, and 1. Both feet back on the floor. Sit yourself up gently here. Take a deep breath in. Let's bring those hands up overhead. Reach it up. And release. Round of applause, you guys. Good job today. A lot of work. You did it. If your hamstrings are a little sore tomorrow, you should know why. And Friday, we'll get some new stuff on for you. So have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you guys Friday. And if you're coming to boot camp, watch out for the email. It's going out here in about 10 minutes.